Is the first day of a weekend in my life. I think I did figure out that it is allergies because I took, again, a handful of these, whatever these are, Claritin, like generic Claritin, and it helped last night. I did not take a Benadryl, but I did wake up very drowsy. So then I went back to sleep, and now it's like 11. I don't know where I was going with that. I have a couple of packages that are in transit that are like maybe potentially gonna arrive today, but maybe not. I actually have no idea what's in those packages either. They just like suddenly showed up on my informed delivery. So I would recommend, if you are like a USPS customer and you do have an address where informed delivery is possible, I would recommend that because it kind of helps you schedule your day. And especially like if you live in a city where stuff goes missing easily, it really helps as well. It scans your mail and things and tells you which packages to expect and tracking numbers and everything. Okay, so I do have really dark circles. I don't know if it's coming up on camera. I don't know, something happened last time I dropped this camera. Now all of the footage like cuts out, and then also it, like the image on the viewfinder is a little bit weird, but also like, wow, my hand is like definitely a different color than the rest of my skin. Okay, so I am done with skincare, so I'm gonna go make coffee. I really need coffee today. I never refilled my pods, you know, and I'm also now out of coffee. So now that I'm thinking about it, I do need to go to Trader Joe's. The reason why I'm saying Trader Joe's is that at this point in my current mental state, I can't choose which roastery to go to, and I have some plans later in the month, so I will be going to DC with my parents, so that's coming up. Be ready for some travel vlogs. I'm so excited to travel. I've also realized that I think I just need to travel a little bit more. I mean, I'm in the Northeast, so it's kind of easy to like go to a different city each weekend, but it's just like, I don't know, it's expensive, but it's also like, I never upgraded my apartment either, so if I told you how much additional money I would be paying per month for the apartments that I was looking at, it's like crazy. So even if I did like a weekend trip a couple of times per month, I wouldn't even come up to like how much the rent was going to be increased per month. So I changed that light bulb like 3 days ago and it was fine until now. So I think something is definitely up with the wiring, so I guess I have to call my super. Okay, so while I was making coffee, I remembered that I need to choose a new candle. So this is my candle collection. It's actually kind of winding down. I have been on a no-buy for this for a while. So I think I might use this one that I got in like a PR package. It came from the granola company. So I'm going to try this chai tea one. It's kind of exciting because I haven't used a new candle in a while. Okay, so it looks okay. Let's check out the not milk. It got foamy. Don't know if it's frothy. I'm actually kind of curious what it would look like if I used real animal milk, if it would be actually frothy, or if this is just like what frothy means. But yeah, coffee, finally. Okay, so oddly it's green tea, but this is the candle. Green tea mixed with a cozy blend of cinnamon, clove, cardamom, and peppermint. So again, I got this from Nature's Path Organic with some oatmeal or granola. That's what it looks like. Let me give it a sniff. Oh, it's like super spicy. I don't know why I'm showing that here. This, you can't have smell-o-vision, but it smells like it's going to be really good. So I'm curious what it's going to be like when it burns. This is the brand of the candle, by the way, Prosperity Candle. Sorry, I washed my cupboard, so that's why it's a lot on the bottom, but prosperitycandle.com. So I'm going to give this a go. Okay, so gonna give it a go. I'll let you know if it has a good throw. I think that's the candle term. Okay, sorry about how the staining of the stainless steel. It's not very stainless, but it's been like that since I moved in. But I am refilling my soda streams now so I can make some seltzer for the fridge. I have 2 of these bottles, so I'm gonna just refill them. Okay, so somehow it's like 2 o'clock. I haven't eaten yet and I haven't done anything. I've edited videos. Applied to a couple new jobs, connected with a few connections on LinkedIn, you know, just usual stuff. But like now it's like game time and I have to like eat, go to the post office, and then go to my Apple store appointment. So I have to go to the Genius Bar. So I don't know if I told you, but my A key has been sticking on my laptop. Sorry, my Roomba's in here. So I told my mom, she was like, I haven't heard people have that problem in like a decade. She was like, just so you know, like the first letter to go is always the A key. So luckily I had bought the, what's it called? Apple Care Plus. So I have like another year worth of coverage. No, not even. Yeah, I got it on Black Friday, so I have until like November. So yeah. Gonna go take advantage of that because I can't continue like typing things and then like having go you know, it's weird. Because it's also like kind of stressful when I'm like doing job applications and things, because it just like has so much extra editing time in, because when you're typing in things into a form you can't really like check the, like there's no squiggly line basically, so I have to spend extra time like looking through it, and then sometimes my brain just like shuts off, so it looks like it's right because it has like the beginning and the end. I think there's like a psychological study about how if the beginning and the end of the word are correct and the middle is jumbled, then it's like your brain can recognize it and it doesn't think of it as an error. Sounds like my Roomba has finally decided it's time to return home to the dock, so we'll see if it finds its way. It only got lost one time, and the reason why it got lost this time is because it accidentally moved the box. So I have this huge box of recyclables from Boxed, basically. I've been just putting everything in there because I have to carry it all out, and it's a lot easier if I just use the huge receptacle. So it somehow pushed it all the way down the what's it called, the hallway, and then it got stuck behind the box somehow, so I had to go rescue him. Okay, sorry if you can't hear me. I have my air purifier and a mask on, but I'm heading out the door. I can't find a chapstick in my purse, so I'm going to choose one of these to keep in there. So I think I'm going to use, is this one colored? This one's somewhat colored, so I'm going to use this Baby Lips in my purse. The only issue is that this doesn't stay closed, so actually I'm going to change my mind. Let's see, maybe this one? This one seems better, so I'm going to use this e.l.f. one. And I can't read this on the camera. Hold on. Oh, that's just like a bunch of nonsense. That's why it made no sense to me. But yeah, I'm going to use this. I got it in a holiday gift set from Target a few years ago. By that I mean 2020, so I'm going to use this. Replenishing my purse, e.l.f. hand cream, hand sani, and then I got to take that trash out. I also have to return stuff to H&M, so I have that in my bag and my laptop as well to get it fixed. So clear. I would hate to live in that apartment. so lunch, no, this is dinner, is served. I don't know how to describe it. So it really does have a really buffalo sauce flavor, like very vinegar flavor, but they're like good but also bad at the same time. I don't know how to describe the flavor, and I really like buffalo style wings, but like it's a weird flavor. And it also made my tongue a little bit scratchy because I think it's like too salty or something, but yeah. I don't think I would repurchase it, but then at the same time I'm kind of like, well, for 79 cents I would probably repurchase it. I did kind of a lot today, but kind of not at the same time. So I had every intention of like basically buying stuff today, but I spent, oh yeah, I did buy something. I bought a pair of shoes, but yeah, I had basically intended to spend money and pick up like Too Good To Go orders. I had like a series of 10 of them, and then they kept getting canceled, so I kept adding more and they got canceled. So I don't know, maybe Too Good To Go is like not gonna succeed here in New York. I don't know. So I think it's in like Chicago and then DC, so my parents and I are planning on doing a couple of them for DC because I think it's such a fun activity, and some of the DC ones are super unique, so I kind of want to try them out myself just because I'm curious, and I'll film it for you. And then there are some in Philly and Chicago, I think I said that already, and I think Houston. I thought Houston was a weird market, but it might have been Austin. I don't know. Texas geography isn't great, and I just kind of zoomed out on the map and I didn't really like zoom in because I have zero intention of going to Texas, so that's probably why. And then also a couple of other cities I saw some options in as well, so I mean it would be cool if it like takes off in other places. But after I went to the Apple store, oh yeah, I failed getting my computer fixed. So basically they were like, you need to like leave this with us for 5 to 7 business days. Is that okay with you? And I was like, oh, can I like check back with you a little bit later about it? I have to go back up my computer because I don't have an auto backup. Now it's time for this. I don't have an auto backup, or whatever the proprietary name is, Time Machine. I don't have that set up on my computer at the moment. I have an appointment with the Genius Bar on Wednesday, so I'll just go to the one on Upper West so I don't have to go all the way traipsing down to Chelsea again. And this week has been kind of like in between being nice and not nice. Yesterday was pretty gloomy, not gonna lie. Oh, actually no, for the past couple of days it's been kind of gloomy. Yeah, so everybody and their mother was out. And it was like super busy. Chelsea Market is always busy because it's like such a cramped area, but it was like super busy. So next time I have friends visiting, I think I might want to say like maybe we should go try there. I know it's like very touristy, but like they've kind of updated a lot of items and things like that. But there are quite a few outdoor seating areas now. I took a little bit of a detour off of the bus because there was kind of a creepy dude, so he was like winking at all the girls on the bus. So then when I got off the bus, he got off the bus at the same stop, so I always made sure I was like behind him and went the opposite way. So anyway, I took a very long detour, and I found out a lot of stuff on that detour. I walked the High Line. I hadn't walked the High Line in quite a few years, actually. So I walked all the way up to, I had intended to walk directly to the Hudson Yards, but then I took a detour to there was like a thrift shop. That was the biggest, I don't know how to say, it was like super overpriced thrift shop. So even like, and other stores, so that's like it's basically like a Swedish, I think, Zara. So it's not like super cheap like H&M, but it's also like not expensive. But their dresses in the opera, whatever, in that thrift store that I have in my video, their dresses from and other stores were marked at like $100, and I was like, I think that's more than it cost if I paid full price for it at the store when it was like in season. So needless to say, I did not purchase anything. Nothing even caught my eye. They did have a lot of books and things, but the books were also kind of expensive. I'm sorry, like when I go to thrift shops, I like to go to ones that I support and things, and I really wanted to try to support like the arts in New York, but like I can't afford to pay that much money for some of those things. So then I ended up just like walking on the street. I didn't want to climb back up these stairs to the High Line. They did develop a little bit more, and I feel so bad. So like when you're walking on the High Line, there's like obviously the apartments that like look right out directly to the High Line. So there are some that I'm like, oh, those people, like always have like tourists gawking and like taking photos of their apartments and their stuff. But there was like one person who was like sitting in there naked in their apartment. Seemed exactly my cup of tea. I feel like you have to be like kind of a showman to live there. I can't think of the word. But anyway, so I ended up going to Hudson Yards. I had intended, again, to go shopping. So then I also went and I looked around at H&M because I had to make that return. That line was so long. They only had one register open for the entire store, and I think it's like a 3-story store. No, maybe it's a 2-story store. But anyway, there were no other cashiers anywhere. I guess it's because of the job shortage, or worker shortage rather. So I was in that queue and it like wrapped around the store. So I did get my money back, and the worst part was waiting in the line. I was like, oh my gosh, all of us are sweating. Everybody was like shedding clothes. It was just so hot. So did that. I went to Banana Republic. The Banana Republic at the Hudson Yards is kind of interesting. It's mainly like discontinued items, I would say. There's like an entire room devoted to discontinued items, so I think it's additional 40% off in that room. So if you're ever looking for a deal for Banana Republic, you can go look there. I continued looking around, went to Muji. So Muji has a bunch of, I really like their t-shirts because they're like thick cotton. I don't know why women's t-shirts are always like tissue thin material, but the ones at Muji are like thicker cotton. Welcome back. It is Sunday and it's another day in my life. I have a few plans that I might cancel. I kind of just want to get stuff done around the house. So I definitely need to do my laundry sometime this week because I'm running out of shirts basically. It's either shirts or underwear, you know the drill. So yeah, I might cancel some of the outside plans, but I kind of need to go to Target because I need coffee. Like, I legitimately need coffee. So we'll see what I get up to. But I'm going to use this. So I may have cut it out, but I just finished the Etude House Sunjung line emulsion. So I was looking for a new toner slash emulsion, so I could have reused or used again the second final bottle of the emulsion from Sunjung line from Etude House, but I decided to switch it out and use this. So this is from Misha. This is the time response, and this one is like supposed to be a dupe sorry, a dupe for the SK2. So I haven't tried the SK2, but I have tried this in the past. It looks like a bottle may have changed slightly since I last used it, but I really do like this product, and I got a really good price on it at YesStyle. So if you're interested, I'll try to link it below, but I think you can also buy it on Amazon, but I'm not 100% sure if that will be the actual, you know, product. So here is the Misha. So let me open it. So it's kind of like a really heavy glass jar, and it is sealed on top. I don't know if you can see that. It is sealed. It has like a plastic seal, so it's not like a, oh, what is that called? Like a sticker. And back it had like a little stopper up there. So I'm going to just put some on my hand. So you can see here that it's very like liquid. It's not very viscous. Okay, I really like it. It's very lightweight. It has no scent. It doesn't even have that like smell of you know, the Neogen micro ferment. That one has a slight like yeasty smell. This one doesn't have a smell, and it's pretty similar in terms of like what the actives are. This one doesn't fit on my skincare tower, so I'm gonna have to renegotiate and rearrange everything. Oh my gosh, so I am disgusting. So basically when I left yesterday, as I was getting off of the subway, a bird pooped on me, but it only hit my purse. So I only just remembered it today because I was going to go text my friend, and the last thing I texted her was about the bird poop on my purse. So I have already like sprayed like an entire bottle of hand sanitizer on it. I have one in here. So yeah, I don't think it's bacteria ridden, it's just like stained. So luckily it only hit my purse, not my pants, my shoes, my hair, my face, anything else. So this purse did its job. So I'm gonna just use this as disinfecting wipes to try to get it off, because it's like the textured type of leather, so it's like just stuck in there, so it just like got everywhere. But yeah, gross. Making lunch and also emptying my dishwasher. Okay, wow, so I never realized how dingy my door looked on camera, but this is what I mean by this is kind of a lot of PR for me. So I haven't unboxed for like a month, and this is like enough for like a full height of this traveling suitcase. Not traveling suitcase, what is it called? Carry-on. So it's as high as like a carry-on suitcase. So that's a lot for me. So I'm kind of curious to see what's in it because I actually don't know what's in that Dior box, and it's like kind of killing me that I don't know what's in there. Okay, so I just finished filming my video. These are all of the PR items I received. So I received this random gift from IsnTree. So this one is in here. So maybe I should retake the photo with it open. But yeah, I received the toner, clear liquid, and the sun gel from them. So this is one of my favorite products from them. And then here are some other skincare items. So Dr. Zenovia PR, Dr. Dennis Gross got this from Allure Beauty Box. Solo Wave sent me their serum and their wand for me to try out. And then I have this Essence product, Dior Addict. This is refillable lipstick from influencer and Dior, so got that. And then also Merit Beauty reached out and they sent me their lipstick and their blusher. So I'm very excited to try out all these products. I don't know how I got on these PR lists or how they even found me, but this is so amazing to try out these products. So I can give you the full and honest review and let you know if any of these are worth your money. So yeah, very exciting. Okay, so I'm gonna make some potato soup with celery, onion, mushrooms, and carrots, and the mushrooms got frozen, so did the celery, so it'll be fun. I'm gonna put like all of it in, so I might actually remove one of these potatoes because I feel like that's gonna be a lot of soup. I'm not gonna put all of the carrots in, but luckily these didn't get frozen. But yeah, anyway, I'll just chop these up and I'll show you the results. That looked like so many more mushrooms before I cleaned them. Okay, so weird thing about frozen celery is that I got scared that there was plastic in it, but the cellulose legitimately looks like paper around some of the stalks because the inside was frozen. But anyway, I put the whole entire bunch of celery, 2 potatoes, about half of a bag of the carrots, and 3/4 of an onion in here. And then I have 2 cups of chicken broth. I know I needed to wait until the cubes were dissolved, but they're not going to dissolve here, so I'm going to just pour it in. It was boiling water, I just don't know why they're not dissolving, but they're not. So putting it into the Instant Pot, and then going to give it a little bit of a stir, and then turn on the pressure cooker to the soup function, and you know the drill. This is basically the same as what I made a couple of weeks ago. Oh yeah, I forgot about the entire container of mushrooms as well. And then I'm gonna use my immersion blender afterwards to make it a little bit more smooth. So yep. Okay, turned off the saute, so I'm gonna turn on the soup. So it'll bring it up to pressure. It takes a little bit of time, I've noticed, once it's been hot already, to bring it up to pressure. So that's something to keep in mind, I guess. I thought mine was broken actually because it took a very long time last time to bring it back up to pressure to finish the cook. So actually, let me see if I can I'm gonna finish it in like 37 minutes. That sounds good. We're going to use this Georgian seasoning blend from Trader Joe's. It's supposed to be spicy, garlicky, aromatic, and savory. I hope it doesn't have that much salt. Okay, it has no salt, so that's great. Okay, so this is what they're looking like. Gonna turn on the oven to preheat, and then also get the... Actually, it's a little bit early to eat, so I'll just get the oven on to preheat. Next, I'm going to prep these ingredients for tacos, so stay tuned for that. I forgot to set a timer, but these are the potato chips, a little bit crispy on some, but not quite so crispy on others, but kind of excited for those. Okay, time to give this a look-see. Okay, so it looks like it's pretty good, so let me test out if the potatoes are soft. Oh yeah, potatoes are perfect. So I'm gonna just put the lid back on and keep it warm, and then after I'm done eating my regular dinner, I'll use the immersion blender and take a look to see what it looks like. Putting the onions in here, have my little cute spatula. Also, as an update, the potatoes, even though I flipped them and sprayed the other side with oil, they got stuck to the paper, so I think this was a lost cause. I can't get any of them off without having paper stuck on it, and then I can't rip the paper off, so That stinks. Added the can of green chilies. So this looks very unappetizing, but I just added the refried beans from Aldi. I got the fat-free ones. So I'm gonna just mix it all in and heat it up thoroughly. Preparing these, they're gonna look very not delicious, but believe me, they are going to be pretty delicious. I've been taste testing throughout the cooking process. So just imagine that, and then I'm going to put some black olives in there too. I just haven't sliced them up. So this will be dinner for today. I made 3 tacos. Thanks to my cousin, I have this 2021 holiday blend from Pete's. It was my Christmas present. So now I'm going to spend time re-grinding this. So it has to be like espresso ground sort of texture. And then I'm going to refill all of these Nespresso pods. So this will be my activity for the next hour or so. Just getting a bunch of housework done. I've already cleaned up after dinner and also meal prep. I cleaned up and everything is cooling off, getting ready to go in the fridge. So I put this in an ice cream bucket just so I could wash the Instant Pot liner. But yeah, really great use of this ice cream bucket, Mom, if you're watching this. By the way, as a further update, I do really like this actually. You just have to be very careful when you put the sticker down. I also use a saucer so that it doesn't make too much mess. But it is quite nice to reuse the pods. Plus I can use whatever coffee I have on hand. So like this Pete's one, for example. So I can imagine once I have a little bit more mental space and I'm able to choose my roaster, I'll be able to get some good coffee in here. But I can link this. This is like I think it's like version 2.0. They also have one that doesn't have this like auto thing. You have to like just seal it yourself. But I do like this one and I would recommend it. So I'll try to put it in my Amazon storefront and link it below. So I filled, how many are that? 13? I finished 13 of the fills, and then this is the mess I made, so I have to clean up and everything. But yeah, anyway, super productive day so far. Good morning. Good morning. It's definitely evening and it's definitely night. So it is Sunday night. I just spent today being very productive. So I think I edited 2 vlogs and then 1 Mail Monday, just because I'm trying to get ahead. Because again, my computer's gonna be out of commission for about a week, I've been told, anywhere from 5 to 7 business days, which is like a very long time to not have a computer. Luckily, I do have like other computers I can use for like, you know, watching TV, but like for my hobby here, none of the other computers are gonna come close to working like my current one. So I did that. I did a lot of meal prep. So my dinner was like, it felt very unsatisfying in the moment, but I think it's just because it was one very similar flavor throughout. So I mean, going forward, I wish I would have had spicy sauce, but I don't have any spicy sauce at the moment. I thought I had extra salsa in my fridge. I don't know why I had such a hard time figuring out if I said that word right. But yeah, so I didn't have that. So I had to just survive with what I had. So it was actually quite filling because again, it was like basically just beans. And beans are very fibrous and things like that. So I think it'll be a nice sort of thing to have. So maybe I'll do like 1 soup and 1 taco going forward for my meals. And then also like spruce it up with a little bit of extra vegetables and stuff like that throughout. So I found out that all my vegetables are completely frozen in my cupboard, not my cupboard, my fridge. So I do have to worry about like how to deal with some of them. So I mean, I have my zucchinis, which I was gonna cook anyway. Same with my cauliflower, but that cucumber is toast, I think. So I have a cucumber and 1 bell pepper left from my order, and I'm trying to figure out what to do. For the bell pepper, I think I might dehydrate it, not dehydrate it, like roast it really low temperature in my air fryer so that it's like a nice roasted, I mean it's an orange pepper, but I don't think it really much matters. But yeah, roasted pepper just to have maybe on my tacos, that might be nice. And then my carrots were okay because I think the water content of the baby carrots isn't so high, so it didn't make it like a weird texture. But that celery was so weird. I was like kind of worried that actually the cellulose of the celery that got frozen, so basically it got to be like where the inside was like frozen solid, and then it started thawing, so it kind of like got mushy, which is fine because I mean I was gonna use the immersion blender anyway to fix it in the soup and to blend it together. But the ones from the inner stalks, the cellulose was like of the texture that I was like, oh my gosh, did I have like plastic wrap in here? Because I'd already thrown it in to start cooking basically in the saute function of the Instant Pot at that point, and then I like was like feeling around in there. I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? There's plastic in here. So cellulose, as you know, is the cell wall of the plant itself. So basically, yeah, it's like paper. So needless to say, it was fine in the soup. It was not plastic, false alarm. But then the texture was super weird of the celery, so it's a good thing that I like was planning on using it in soup anyway and not like, you know, eating it with some ranch or hummus or something. So I'm gonna use this Dr. Dennis Gross today. So yeah, anyway, I have that soup ready to go as well, and that's gonna be very filling throughout the week. Just so that I have it quick and easy, because I do have quite a few projects. One came in this weekend that I didn't even like work on, because honestly they don't pay me enough to work on the weekend. I know some of my colleagues work all weekend, but like I'm like, you know, life is gonna go on if I don't finish the project. My mom keeps telling me that, and it's like I might get fired, but like whatever, it's fine. I have been just kind of relaxing here, getting my plans together. So I unboxed so much stuff this week. So I hadn't unboxed for like the entire month. So it all piled up, and I really had thought that it wasn't like that much stuff, but when I think about it, in the greater scheme of things, it's kind of a lot of stuff to bring into my apartment. So I do have quite a few people who want some of the skincare, so I'm gonna kind of give that to them if they're still interested in the skincare. Sorry, I'm just gonna bring it down to my chin, not my chin, my neck. So I'm gonna just hand them some of those products. I'm very excited about the Merit product and the Solo Wave. I had been watching some Korean American YouTubers, and they were basically all trying to promote this. I wonder if that's how they found me. I don't know. I feel like I don't present very Korean American on the channel here. Also, the brand IsnTree. So it's very hard to say because I have this problem where switching between American English and like Korean, I can't switch because I'm not bilingual. So like I wasn't raised with Korean, I learned it in college, so it's just a hard switch for me. So it's IsnTree. So it's hard to have it, so I'm like IsnTree. So yeah, it's IsnTree. So it's like 3 syllable, no, it's 4 syllables. Is and tree, I think. So it's kind of like Rome and D. So in Korean is Rome and D. So it's hard for me to switch it quickly in the right pronunciation. Anyway, that one was a surprise as well. So I was actually kind of thinking about that. I was like, oh no, I did get scammed. I was just thinking about it like 2 days ago. I was like, for sure, Meredith, you got all of your personal info stolen by this company. Like it wasn't real. It's like scammers. So I was like, thank goodness I didn't get my full name. But it was true, it was there, and it was a real verified account. I apologize to them for thinking that perhaps they had taken me for a ride. But yeah, I'm always very paranoid about that because some of the emails I get look very real, but they're not real until you like click on it, because I keep getting these emails from Nike. So everything in the body of the email looks right, no misspellings, nothing like that, you know, like all the fake emails. But when I click on the plus thing, and then I also like cross-reference with LinkedIn, that person doesn't exist, but they keep sending multiple emails from some Nike email address, and I don't know how they have access to it, and I don't know if it's like an alias sort of thing, and I don't know where to report it to or how to report it even, but it's kind of like very stressful. So I always like triple check it. So this one came as a DM, and I have been receiving some DM messages, and I usually tell them to like email me at my email address because it's easier for me to verify identities and accounts if they do that, because there's also been a couple of other companies that keep reaching out, so I'm sure you've seen them. I can say who it is now. Dossier, the Dossier perfume brand, keeps reaching out. Like I think maybe I'm up to like double-digit emails at this point, and I can't decide if I want to do it or not. But my issue is like in exchange for like one perfume, they want me to do a 2-minute segment, which is like way too much time. Like I know my videos are very long, but like 2 minutes about something that's like $29 is not worth it to me. It's also like that's part of the thing. It's like I don't want to promote something if I haven't tried it in the past. That's why I'm a little bit iffy about that Solo Wave product, because it's like I don't know if it works or anything. So I haven't changed my calendar, story of my life, and I have also started doing a hair mask. So my hair fall has been like decreasing, but I also feel like the hair growth is increasing. So I want to make sure that the hair that's coming in is like going to be of high quality. So I've been struggling with like this one chunk of regrowth up here for like all of the past 3 weeks or so. Yeah, it keeps like, it does not want to stay where I put it, and it's like always everywhere. So I'm trying to figure out, it also make my ends be not dry. So my hair is actually quite soft and smooth. It's just I want to try to see if the hair mask will work. So also update, scalp reviving serum or whatever it's called from, no, the scalp revitalizing spray thingy from Aromatica. It's linked below always, but yeah, that particular product I think really does work really well. It's sold out at the moment, which kind of stinks. So I was gonna refill, but they were sold out. So I ended up buying a different product. It had similar reviews. It was just also cheaper. It's from the OGX brand, so that is one that you can easily find at Target. I ended up buying mine on Amazon just because I was making another order of something that was only available on Amazon. One of the things that I ordered, oh yeah, I was ordering vitamins. They are back ordered for like, they said they don't know when they're coming back in stock basically. So when I get them, I get them. But yeah, I ordered a couple of other hair products just because I'm almost out of like the hair products that I use for like conditioning and stuff, not like my shampoo and conditioner. I have shampoo and conditioner up the wazoo. I don't know when I'm gonna use all of that shampoo and conditioner. Luckily I wash my hair every day because otherwise I don't know what I would use at all. So I did start using in the rotation like fully after I did my like week or so of review for the Tresemme. I got sent Tresemme products that I can't really test because it's like for colored hair and I don't have colored hair. So I mean, I gave it the good college try, similar to the SLMD products that I put in my empties. But yeah, anyway, those I have been trying. It has like a different scent than regular Tresemme, and the reason why I'm saying that is that I know that's the fact because I had just finished the regular Tresemme. So the ones that is like the color line, or like the one that I was trying to test out, it smells like coconut, which is like not my favorite because I think I'm slightly still allergic to coconut. So hopefully it doesn't make my hair fall out because of allergies, because that would be not a fun time. I'm also testing out still the Love Beauty and Planet micellar one. So that one is a little bit messy. It's very sticky to use too. It comes like in a sauce bottle, so you have to spray it in sections basically, but I think it's supposed to like take the buildup or something from your roots, so hopefully that'll help as well. And then I also have conditioner in that one, and then I'm trying out a bunch of stuff. So that all happens in my bathroom, so it's not like I can tell you about it unless I remember like I'm doing right now. I'm also trying to get my diet back on track, and then also my budget back on track, because what I've realized is when people visit, my budget goes crazy. Like I have no budget anymore, because in like retrospect, I should not have gone to Sarah Beth's last weekend because I don't enjoy the food there. It's kind of a racist establishment, and then on top of it, it's like highly overpriced. Like the food is fine, but it's not like $30 for eggs fine. It's also like not the best like environment either. So it's like not paying for like an atmosphere of like live music or like, you know, unlimited mimosas or something. It's just like you're there, you eat, and you go down in like half an hour or so. In retrospect, I should have pushed harder to go to one of my more favorite, like, you know, not tourist trap restaurants. I was just watching the Tara Rose video because I was editing it like 2 weeks ago, and that one was so good, and the prices were so good, and the food was so good, and it was just like really nice service, everything. There was like live music upstairs. We were in the basement, so it didn't matter, but like, yeah, it was like really nice experience. And we came out, I had an alcoholic beverage too, and it came out under like $30. I think it was like $25 to $30 before tax and tip, which is very cheap. So anyway, I am going to sign out now, and I will talk to you tomorrow with another week in my life, and this will be a work week in my life, and I think it'll probably be about the same as last week, so who knows if I'm ever going to post that video, or this video even, because yeah, last week I think was just emotional, so I might try to hide that one, so we'll see. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.